Hey everybody! Welcome back to Thursday Night Live Bar Run Forge. It's Troy, and we are very, very happy to have you here this evening. Kind of say hi to everybody. Hope everybody's kind of hearing okay and everything coming across all right. Kind of let us know if you don't, if you're not hearing or seeing everything you want to see. I mean, it's not going to get any better. The appearance isn't, but good to have everybody here tonight. Checking in on the chats. Say hi to everybody. Frank Strock, Angie Hay Family Adventures. Great to have you guys in here. Thanks for joining in. Anthony Ridsdale, Farming HVAC, Robert Lanus, Wayne Heights, Daniel at D. Baca Maker, Frank Strock, Kyle Jones, all the way from Maine, Lori Karp. Did I say Wayne Heights? Yep. And some others in here. I think I saw Corey Shire, James Duncan at Sprinkle Donut Forge, Jeff Woodring. Sight and sound is great. Good, good, good. So, something a little different tonight. Eli will be here in just a minute, but you guys are probably wondering. Hey, Thomas Matthews, Trail Dust. Eli will be here in just a minute, and we'll kind of explain why you don't see the forge lit. There's Jason from Ilkaneerum, and see, Trail Dust. Who else did I miss? Boar, good to have you in here. Hello, hello, hello. Pete Fields, Dana Maggiore, Wiley Rook. Good to see Wiley. Hope you're doing okay, buddy. Been praying for you, man. So tonight, as I said, is going to be a little bit different. If you guys noticed, we did not have a Monday morning tool video this past week. We are, as of about 2 o'clock this afternoon, from Monday at 7 a.m. till just about 2.5 hours ago, we have been in full force, full blast, all out, working on farm. Wheat harvest, straw, and planting our double crop soybeans. And so for lack of a better term, the tank is empty. To be honest with you, I called Eli later this afternoon. I had just crawled out of one of our big grain carts, ones that we haul grain out of the field with. It blew out of 4 hoses, it blew 3, and I had just crawled out of it and was covered in hydraulic fluid and filth and dirt and dust and sweat and stink. And that was about 4:45 this afternoon. And we basically have been starting at about 7 a.m. every morning, running to about 10 or 10:30 every night, eating our lunches and our dinners in the cab of the combine or the tractor. And I don't know how many gallons of Propel and Gatorade we have gone through this past week, and water, just absolutely going through it. And it's been miserable hot and humid. But anyway, and over the weekend we had lots going on there as well. All of this should have been done last week. Here's the crazy part, and I see Eli flying in here right now. Yeah, Farmer Joe beat the blacksmith team. Yeah, the farming took over this past week, and therefore, yeah, trust me, Pete, I switched all 4 of them. Now, I'll put it to you this way, and let me just explain. The 4 hoses I'm talking about, there are 2 that open the gate to let the seed come out, and 1 that raises up the auger. Or 2 that raise up the auger, so 2 and 2. And they go inside a box channel that makes a 90-degree turn. And they were all busted inside that channel. So I pulled all 4 out and had 4 brand new hoses made, then had to try to fish them all 4 back in this channel. Anyway, that's what I was doing right up to the time it was time to start. It's been a week and a week and a half. And Thorhaven Farm, so glad to have you in here as well. And anybody else that I missed. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. And Yeah, and in all honesty, as Eli comes in, I continue, even though we had some serious struggles over the last week with farming and other things going on. At the end of it, I just find just a massive amount of blessings. So we just continue to be blessed in so many different ways. Eli, say hi to these fine folks. I think I've got everything set okay, hopefully.
Yeah, let's check her out. Let's check out here. You got me on the audio. Yep, looks like we're good.
Yep, and I kind of blew you up there.
Whoa, don't blow me up.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
So, Eli, I was just telling everybody kind of how this past week is going. I won't give you all the gory details, but it really brought me to, and I want to give a couple shout outs. First of all, let's start with this.
Oh, yeah.
Barber and Sons Trucking
came in clutch.
Came in big time clutch. We bought a combine. We bought a combine, and this thing has been so much fun. Let me just tell you, it has been 25 years since I've combined on my own, and
been that long since we've had one on the farm, if not
it's
longer.
been almost 40 years since we've had one on the farm.
Yeah.
So, well, let's tell stories. So we'll start with Barber Trucking. Last Tuesday, we were supposed to have had the wheat started to be combined and straw baled and wheat trucked out of here and all that stuff. I hope that's not too loud, but we'll go with whatever. It's hot in here, so we're trying to turn a fan on.
Make sure that doesn't sound. Keep going.
So anyway, all of that was supposed to happen, and literally at the last minute, everybody who had said they would do things for us here on the farm said no. We're out. Last minute. And so we kind of got left in the lurch a little bit. And I kind of grabbed the family together and I said, okay, I know where we can get part of this taken care of. And I found this combine. It is a 1978 Gleaner, that's Alice Chalmers, Gleaner L combine. And it was in Eaton, Ohio. And I spotted it online and they asked a certain price for it. I started to offer what I thought was okay. And so we go up there and we check it out. It's everything we hoped it would be and more. So we made them an offer. We bought it. I brought the header home. The one header. We bought two headers, a corn header and a grain header, what they call a grain table. And so I brought both of those home. And we just happened upon, we have some friends that are truckers, and he goes and gets equipment. He sold that rig to these people. And this guy happened to be in Greensburg, Indiana, which was just a short jump from Greensburg, Indiana, over to Eaton on his way home. So he was going to lose money. He was not going to get a load coming from Greensburg, Indiana back here. So we helped him out. And he helped us out. He brought that combine home. We got it back. We threw the header on. We went through everything as best we could. Ran like a top. We got the header going.
Probably the best running piece of equipment we had all week.
And this past week, the only thing that I can count on, we bought the combine, the two headers, and the header carts, for $6,500. Now, as a general rule, you can't buy a header cart, brand new header cart, for $6,500. The $6,500 combine is literally the only thing that did exactly what we wanted it to do all week. But anyway, God blessed us with that.
Absolutely.
And we were able to run the wheat with that. Another great friend of ours really came through. He brought his big combine over, threw out these beautiful big windrows of straw out on another part of the farm. I combined half, he combined half. And so we just still didn't have anybody to bale. And my mom was so diligent. She did such a great job tracking down people to bail. One local neighbor and friend came over and tried. He had baler problems, so he couldn't do it. Last minute, last call, guy came through for us. Big round baled the entire 47 acres of wheat and straw. He baled it all. 141 round bales.
On 40 acres?
On 40 acres of wheat. And they were tight, so there was a lot of it packed in there. You could have got more out of it. So, okay, now we got all this straw. What are we going to do with it? Next thing we know, guy calls us up and he says, I'll take 50. And he got here and he said, I'll take 70. And then his daughter showed up and said, I'll take 10. And we had a guy call and said, I'll take 28. So out of those 141, I think there's going to be about 32 left over. And the wheat made incredible amount of wheat. A phenomenal amount of wheat. Everything that could break down, broke down. Hydraulics on this and PTOs on that, and everything that could break down, broke down, except for a $6,500 combine. So anyway, man, oh man, so glad to have it done. You know, I got ready to go drill the beans, and there was a piece broken on the drill, so I had to try to fix that. And it had a couple other things go wrong. Then we ran out of beans, so I had to wait for the beans to get here, the seed beans. While I was doing that, I brought bales out of the field. So everything kept going, and at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, I finally stopped planting. The beans are planted. The wheat is harvested. The bales are out of the field. Most of it's sold. God has blessed.
Absolutely.
I think that's the end of the story that I really wanted to get to was as many of the struggles that we went through, God blessed us. Very much so. Jeff's asking for your mic to get turned up.
Well, I haven't really said anything, so.
Oh, okay.
That's why my mic would sound low, is because there's nothing.
Yeah, Robert, I mean, at least the combine worked, right?
Yeah, the combine worked absolutely fine. That was, like I said, that was the best thing that ran. We had a fuel line break on the Bobcat, Toolcat that we run all the time, doing everything on the farm.
Yeah.
So I was underneath that, getting covered in diesel fuel and grease, being attacked by a mud dauber. And so got that finally figured out after the next day so we could run bales out of the field. What else went? You said the hydraulics?
Oh, yeah. And then Monday morning I wanted to start all off. Monday morning I went to go get a bale spear for the round bales that were supposed to have been baled.
Right.
And then the guy said, no, I can't come bale them. I went to go get, and everybody took off for the 5th.
Yeah.
So everything was closed. And so I started out to get the bale spear to put on the Bobcat. And every place I went was closed. And I checked this one place that I knew had them, and they were closed. So I went to another town, and I was literally leaving that town to come back home, knowing that we wouldn't have a bale spear. And he called me back. I said, man, I don't mean to bother you on your day off. He said, no, we appreciate the business. He said, I'll meet you in 20 minutes. So I went back there. He sold me a bale spear. Off we went. So we were doing pretty good there. But yeah, I mean, flat tire on the drill, on the planter. There was a big pin that broke on the planter. Ran out of beans on the planter.
Busted hoses on the grain cart.
Grain cart
busted hose
that was
on
full
the
of grain.
Bobcat. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Filled it, then it broke.
Yep. And then the Bobcat wouldn't start after the auxiliary hose, fuel hose went out.
Yep.
So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was day in and day out, and it actually started last week, so it wasn't. You know, I so appreciate you guys in that. You know, we come on here and you guys anticipate the Monday morning tool videos, and that makes us happy.
Yeah.
That makes us so happy. And we labored over this. You know, I asked Eli, you know, he was working all week and then coming home and helping with the shop. Yeah, good thing we know a blacksmith, right? You're absolutely right, Anthony.
That was the phrase. That was a phrase that we kept uttering the entire week. If it's gonna break, it's gonna break. If it could break, it did break.
Yeah. And so Eli was exhausted. we had a lot going on over the weekend. It was 4th of July weekend. We had a big picnic and get together with the church.
Yep.
There was just no way it was going to happen.
Not and put out quality.
No.
I mean, we could throw something together, and the project we had was a simple project, but at the same time, you guys have been here most of you guys have been through most of the stuff that we've gone through. We are now at that level where we need to produce quality stuff, and just throwing a video out there just to throw it out there. Right. The quantity versus quality thing is, we're focusing on the quality, so we need to make sure we have the quality. If you get two guys that come in that are tired and they don't want to work and they're physically just, drained and knowing there's more coming, then there's no sense in putting out a video that looks half done.
Yeah. And it honestly, something we have learned too is one of those cases where it's where you get hurt and make mistakes.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
knowing our luck, it probably would have gone wrong, as most everything else did this week. So,
and Robert Whitney, it is a 1978 Gleaner, Alice Chalmer Gleaner L combine, and I'm not a farmer on the side, and I'm not a blacksmith on the side. I am a farmer. I'm a minister, farmer, and blacksmith.
There you go.
There's nothing is on the side.
The trifecta.
Yeah.
The Holy Trinity of Southern Ohio.
Yeah. For next week's tool, give a tour of the combine. Well, that's a good segue. Eli, tell them what is coming.
So, now that everything is done, sorry.
Yeah.
Now, everything is done with the farming stuff. All that will be compiled, and we'll do a video talking about what we did and some of the clips and stuff like that we're on the farm this week. Just to give you guys a rough idea of how the farm works. We're more than just the blacksmithing channel, even though blacksmithing is the primary part. We've also got the farming stuff, the greenhouse, everything like that. So there will be a video on the farming stuff. So stay tuned.
8 out of the 10 chickens are laying.
Yeah.
And they're early.
Yeah.
We didn't expect eggs until next month.
We got an egg. Our first egg was half a month ago.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they've been laying for a little while, so they're really doing good.
And the eggs taste great.
The greenhouse is ridiculous.
Yeah, the greenhouse is untamable at this point. We're like, hey, we need to transplant this, and never mind.
Too late.
Yeah. It was. I mean, within a day, it was like, well, we can't do this anymore.
Yeah. It's just going to grow.
Yep. And we've got pea plants that are outgrowing outside of the roof now. Is that what it is on that?
I don't know if the pea plants, but then we got vining stuff.
Yeah, the vining stuff is just literally starting to crawl out of the side.
We have pepper plants that are pushing about 6 feet tall right now, and they're not in cages, and they're growing straight up and down. Strong, doing great. So yeah, the garden needs weeded, but it's going great.
Yep.
We have Anthony's asking about your chickens. They are Leghorns, or that's what we say around here.
I don't.
Leghorns, and Isa Browns.
Or Isa Browns.
Isa Browns.
There you go.
ISA, correct?
Yes.
ISA Brown.
Yep.
Those are our two kinds of chickens, 5 and 5. So anyway, what I hope to do this evening, and Eli can do kind of the, our plugs for everything, just still let you know all the things that are available. And before we do that, I'll say something about, with all of that's going on, first of all, big plug to Barber Trucking for bringing us the combine. We'll go from there.
And we got hats.
And we got hats out of
Always
it.
Got a good hat.
As a result, obviously, we haven't got the prize stuff shipped out yet.
Right.
And I'll be quite honest with you guys. It was not top priority for me. It just, right now, the farm takes precedent. So there you go. That's why that has happened. So we have not sent out those things. We did send out some T-shirts today. And with that being said, Eli, plug away.
Oh. Plug away, you say. If you would like a T-shirt, we have two options. Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, jeez. Jeez. I need a better tech guy. So there you go. Trying to get so there's the stupid blessed design on there. And let me slide you. There we go. And then the iron sharpens iron design as well. So if you are interested in a t-shirt, and we do apologize, as a little preface, they usually do take a little bit to get out, one, because we use a local person to get them. They have to order the t-shirts from a company, and then they do the designs. They double screen them. Really good quality. Just the unfortunate part is we have to have at least 8 to be put in for an order. This past time, one of the orders got confused, so we had to wait for the second order to come in. So it does sometimes take a little bit to get the t-shirts in, and we appreciate everybody who's got one. It's patient. Your patience is, greatly appreciated on that. We try to get them out as soon as possible. But like you said, blacksmith, farmer, preacher, full-time job. It does take, trying to find that time to get everything done, as well as putting out the content for the YouTube channel, running the website, taking care of everything. And this is not here's our excuses as to why we aren't doing our job. This is a new thing that both of us are trying to get done, trying to take on as a business, so to speak, with the blacksmithing thing, and just trying to work out all the kinks and stuff to become better. One, to make better content and better quality stuff for you guys, and two, getting products and things like that as well. So again, appreciate your guys' patience on everything, but there are t-shirts available. If you'd like to, check out the website at the official website is www.barrunforge.com. That is BARRUNFORG.com. There are a few in stock, so they should not take that long to get out to you, but we appreciate it.
Yep. And I think I just saw Philip Smith and Gordon Farmer come in. Hey guys, how you doing? Thorhaven Farm. He says our greenhouse is rocking too.
Yeah, buddy.
And don't forget the memory bell.
absolutely.
Here's an opportunity, since we're all kind of hanging out here. If you have those that you'd like to remember, the memory bell is there for those that have gone on before us, and either through service or just have passed as loved ones. Lazy days ahead. Turn to burn pot pies and Crazy Ed. That's all right, Ed. You're fine, buddy.
Jeff Killian pretty much nailed it on the head. When you
oh boy,
when you have too many irons in the fire, what happens?
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, Alex Hanneman,
yeah,
Roy.
Yes, Pete, you can just come buy a shirt. Hey, Alex. Hey, Roy. So anyway, that's where we are tonight, and I thought it would be a great opportunity as well. I called Eli and I said, let's just do a chat. Let's just do a hangout.
After everything that's gone on this week, we both kind of said neither one of us feel like forging as much as either one of us would love to.
Yeah.
Physically exhausted. Just don't have it in the tank.
So what I'd like to do this evening is kind of open up the floor. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Ed says, I'd like to remember my father, James. He served in the United States Navy. He left us December 18th, 2017. All right. So we will take time right now, and the folks in Florida as well. YouTubers don't have lives. All right. So we're remembering Crazy Ed's homestead. Ed's father, James, who served in the Navy, passed away in...
Gordon just posted one up, too.
On December 17th.
Worth
the folks in Florida.
Yeah.
And what did Gordon say?
That was it.
Okay.
The folks in Florida.
All right. So we're going to ring the bell and then take time to remember right now. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining in with that. Royce says we are robots.
No, the only robot in here is Wayne Heights.
Wayne Heights, yes. Cyborg himself.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Roy. And one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight, and I probably should learn this better, and it's kind of a balancing act, and Roy could probably speak to this, most of you guys could probably speak to this, is, was it Dirty Harry? So man's got to know his limitations. Mm-hmm. You got to know when to sit down, and there are times I don't, and I need to pay better attention to that. And I can encourage each and every one of you to pay attention to that. I actually was just talking to a guy who's in the chat right now. I was talking to him this past week about how he has pushed his body too hard, too long, and he's paying the price for it right now. So, I guess that's one of the things I should encourage each and every one of you to do. Work hard. Don't be afraid to work hard and stay out and stay at it. And when the job has to get done, the job has to get done. You can't just say, well, I'm tired, I want to quit. But at the same time, you got to know, what's the point? Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading Angie's, what she was saying. Oh, absolutely, that's our pleasure. That's part of why we're here as well. And the folks from Creekside Maples. But anyway, what I was talking about was that there is a point where you got to sit down, you got to stop, and I know you guys can speak to that because you can't get it back. I mean, that's just all there is to it. You can't get it back. And in all honesty, you can't sleep enough. Once you drain your body, you can't sleep enough to get it all back. It just doesn't come back. So I guess that's what I'm saying. Is just know your body, know your limitations, know what's best. And I'll have to confess, over the last couple weeks, or almost 4 weeks, I have not. I've pushed myself too hard, and then I found out some stuff physically that I'm now dealing with. That my digestive system is not cooperating with me, and therefore I can't keep the nutrients I need to keep. So I got to pay closer attention to that and do better with that. And again, listen to my body. Know when it's time to stop. But that's hard. Eli will tell you, for a guy like me, I don't sit down easily.
Nope.
Because when I sit down, I don't want to get back up. That's kind of how it is. I work till the job is done, and then go about all of that. And Wayne says, yeah, what Troy said, coming from the guy who never stops, right? But yeah, the too many irons in the fire, I mean, that certainly has its validity. There's certain things about having too many irons in the fire. And I always try to be cognizant of making sure if I'm doing something, I want to do it right. I hear people talking about multitasking. And everybody I've ever seen who claims to be a multitasker never accomplishes any of those tasks. Whereas if they would stop and accomplish those tasks, and I understand you can keep other things going. While I was doing this stuff this past week, I would get down out of the combine and go fix something and then get back to something. And that's not multitasking. I still wasn't combining and fixing something. Okay, you can't give your full attention to multiple things, whether you think you can or not. It's just too easy to get hurt, especially when you're doing the kind of things that we do. So, focus on the thing, get the thing done, move on to the next thing. If there's anything I can kind of add to that. Now, if you truly are a multitasker, God bless you. I honestly have never seen people who can effectively multitask, because you're not getting the thing done. You're getting parts of other things done part of the time. So that's just my take on it. That was like a little small Troy's tirade, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. So Tony at Creekside says, the scriptures say that he makes me lie down in green pastures. He doesn't suggest it. That's very nice, man. I like that. We don't willfully do it, so he makes us. That's awesome. All right, Jason, if you're headed out, buddy, thank you so much for joining in. Again, I'm sorry but not sorry that we're not forging tonight, but we want to take advantage of just some opportunity to chat with you guys. If you guys have questions for us or anything you want to talk about, bring those up. We'd love to spend time with you guys. Yeah, Robert, my beautiful bride, that's one of the things I won't say she doesn't understand. I shouldn't say that way. She struggles with, because if she wants to know what time dinner is, what time should I have dinner ready? And if I say 7 o'clock, I better be at the dinner table at 7 o'clock.
Very true.
And it's one of the things I've, moving here, not moving here, but working here on the farm, that's not always a thing you can do.
Right.
It's something that you're still at the work. Every time you slow the machine down and get out of the machine and walk out of the field, I always see it as, well, that's laps back and forth in the field. And that's more I could have gotten done. And honestly, right now, back in the other fridge back there, my mom made up little wraps with just cold cuts and cheese and tortillas. That's what I lived on this week, and that's fine with me. That works out just great. I mean, most of the fields are close enough. We can run right here to the shop and get a drink and get a wrap or a snack or something like that. Back out we go, or they can snatch it and bring it out to us. So it works out pretty good. Okay, Corey says, hey, Troy, sounds like an object lesson for 2 Thessalonians 3, 8 through 10.
I believe that'd be a good one.
Yeah, you're probably right.
See you, Gordon. Hello, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny, how are you? Man, love that guy. Let's see. Dana says, I have a question. Anyone ever coming to Boston?
Not willingly.
Not if we can avoid it. Not if we can avoid it. Oh, man. I know. Robert says my wife gets mad at me every night about dinner. Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard for me to get frustrated with, because, she's taking the time to make dinner.
Right.
And it doesn't affect me. If I'm still working, I'll eat or not eat. Doesn't matter. But she wants me in. And I got to give her a great deal of credit, guys, because she likes when we sit down at the dinner table. That makes her happy when we're sitting at the dinner table. And we try to do it every night as best we can. So I got to give her props for that. She likes her family sitting at the dinner table. And Tony, I'm the same way. My mind, to shut it down, that's why I really don't sleep. And when I sleep, I'm out. I am out. And I should do better. I should find ways to shut that down, but it's just kind of how I'm built.
What's happening? Justin Ray joining in the chat.
So yeah, Pete Fields in there. You got everybody say hi to Pete. Pete's a good friend of mine. Has been for, Eli, 22 years.
Probably so.
You were about 3 years old when you met that guy.
Yeah.
That ought to make you feel old, Pete. And Eli was just a little dude. But yeah, good guy, good friend, and I appreciate him very much. So, dinner table is family time. Good stuff. You got that right, Jeff. Man, Tony, you and I need to talk, because midnight is like my earliest time to go to bed. And when Eli goes out the door at 7 o'clock, before he leaves, he takes the dogs out, I hear him going to the door already. So midnight, 1, 2 o'clock, and then I'm back up at 6:30. That's just how it works.
See you, Daniel.
Any farms for sale near us? Actually, there is. Of course, you just missed one too. It was only $850,000. So. Hey, Matt. Techron. We have an Aussie in the house. Oh, we got Floyd too. I forgot. Floyd was with us. Sorry, Floyd. Hey, and I was waiting on you guys to come in. That's probably Terry from MT Homestead.
Right.
And I have an MT Homestead t-shirt that they so graciously sent. Good people. Man, let me tell you something. Last week, Mike and Terry at MT Homestead had they were like 3 subscribers. We were back and forth between the subscriber numbers. And they went to Simple Life Reclaim and Country Road Cure's place out in Arkansas and did a live out there with all of those channels. And they went from 541, I think, or something like that, up to 800 and some subscribers in one weekend. So congratulations, guys. Good people, man. I really want to meet you guys one day, for sure. Jump on that Harley and bring that bass boat or something this way, Mike or Terry. And I was really upset because I didn't get to sing Happy Birthday to Terry. It was Terry's birthday over the weekend. I didn't get to sing Happy Birthday to her. So, yeah, great to have the t-shirt. Thank you, guys. Old State Blades, man, who used to be back 40. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah. God bless you, brother. Great to have you in here, man.
Tech did have a funny video for sure.
Your shop is looking so good, man. You have worked your tail off for that shop to be in the condition it's in right now, man. Great work. Tech's, oh my gosh, we got to talk about that.
That was a good
All right, if you have not
shared it on the Facebook page, so definitely go check out Bar Run Forge Facebook page, and it's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. And when I watched it, as much as I was just absolutely cracking up, I was also thinking, we were in with
what?
Roy.
Yeah.
Switzer.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah. And
Adam.
Yeah.
And Yamis.
Yeah.
Is that it?
You had Tim, Big Dog.
Oh, Tim at Big Dog and Techron.
Yeah.
We were with Matt. We were with. I just felt like, wow, we got
included. Yeah, we were the first ones.
Even though we were singing a boy band song,
it was funny.
It was funny. It was very
good.
Good job, buddy. It is funny. And honestly, the John Switzer piece at the end, I could not stop laughing. I just had
on the
mouth
floor.
wide open laughing. How long are we going to be on tonight? We may go the whole time. We may go. It depends on you guys. If everybody's here and communicating, we'll just keep on going, man. I'm fine with that. But yeah, keep in mind too. And I know we hate to do this, but there is a way to support the channel. If you feel at any time, you don't even have to do it on the live stream. We use Streamlabs, and Streamlabs allows you to do what's called Streamlabs tips. And you can go. Is it on in the description or in the about?
Let me do my spiel.
Okay.
If you would like to help support the channel, you can always go down to the description in the video. There is a link to what's called Streamlabs tips. That's basically a super chat for us. Monetarily help out in whatever way you would feel. There's also our website down there, which is www.barrunforge.com. That is BARRUNFORG.com, where you can also purchase merchandise as well. As always, be sure to like... Oh, dang it. I messed it up again. Oh, because you put my GoPro above. Okay, hang on. Nope. We'll get there. One more time. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and hit the notification bell so you're alerted every single time we have new content coming out. As per usual, except for this week, we have videos every Monday morning. Monday morning tool video at 9 a.m. And as you are watching right now, the live stream every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Tinker with Troy. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, check us out on Rumble and TikTok. Back to you, Troy.
Wow, that was good.
But yeah, so that's all the ways you can support us, help us out with the channel and everything like that. Dad's got something cool in his hand.
Yeah, I don't know if we showed this off or not, but I want to do it again.
We did.
Ed from Mule Kick.
Coolest mule kick.
Dude.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
We're in debate as to where that's going to end up, but man, that is super cool. And the funny part is we were actually talking about getting we have one that we take with our portable display, our portable setup.
Right.
And we were just talking about getting another one to put either on the front of the shop or like here somewhere, something like that, and just boom. There it was.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right, Frank, you take care, buddy. God bless you, man. And we will get your other stuff out very soon. Wiley, I did get your message about your preference on your 4 punches and/or chisels, and we will get to work on those, buddy, for sure.
Sounds like we got work to do.
Yeah, we do. Let's see. Yeah, Tex said had over 1,000 views. Robert said, when I got to the John Switzer part, I almost lost my lunch. Absolutely hilarious. Because, number one, it was funny, and the way it looked. But number two, you know that is the complete antithesis of John Switzer.
See you, Justin.
Justin, take care, man. God bless you, buddy. So, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
All right, so
that was top-notch quality work right there, brother. I appreciate that to the fullest.
Yep. Now, the other thing that I want to bring up this evening, and I've kind of been hoping to do so to get an opportunity, is we do plan on putting out other content other than just, the Monday morning tool videos and the Thursday night live stream, which, by the way, after a year of doing live streams, I think there was one Thursday night where we did a premiere, right?
We did 2. I believe.
2 different premieres.
We did the Thanksgiving one and the Christmas one, I believe.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Holidays.
Yeah.
Because they fell on a
the
holiday.
2 major
so
holidays
we
were
didn't
right on it, so we did not.
Yep. We did the New Year's stream like normal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So, hopefully you feel like, we've been consistent enough to be here for you guys, and we will continue to be so. The other thing that I'll tell you is, if you go to I think it's on our website and on our YouTube channel, in the About.
This is the subtle part where he stabs at me if I haven't done something on the website.
Huh?
I said this is the subtle part where you stab at me if I haven't done something on the website.
Every one of you can call me directly.
Oh, yeah.
My cell phone number is out there on the interweb.
On the About part of the YouTube channel and in the back part of the website that says contact us.
There you go. So I want to make that clear. I honestly mean that. We have had people call a lot, actually. And I want to encourage all of you, anytime, call, text,
just
whatever.
Not today while he's working out in the barn.
Yeah. Hopefully my proximity sensor that my wife uses doesn't work for you guys, because it seems like as soon as I'm upside down, covered in grease, that's when she calls and wants to just chat. But anyway, but please do call. Please, if you need anything, if you just want to chat, if you just want to say hello, if you want to FaceTime, whatever, get with me.
Insta
chat, whatever it is, whatever you want to do.
Facegram.
But definitely do that. So what was that? So can I call you right now?
Whoa.
You can. I probably won't answer, Corey.
Whoa.
What?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Hold on. You got it covered here. Let me slide out of the way.
Oh, lots of stuff going on.
Yeah. Old State Blades. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, cool.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Lot, brother.
Greatly appreciate that.
God bless. Hope it helps. Absolutely, man. It will tremendously help. We appreciate that. And you get the little, oh, now I got to get my camera up. And you get the little dinosaur thing. Or the zombie thing. Little zombie. You get the little running zombie.
Was it Rob Huff that made something else instead of the zombie?
Yeah, Rob did something except it wasn't a zombie. I don't know how he did that.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. But that was really cool.
I think he downloaded an app through Streamlabs or something.
Yeah.
My jeans are rubbing off.
But yeah, Corey, you can call anytime. Just not now.
You could call right now. It'd be
I
kind
guess
of
you
funny.
could call right now. What the heck?
Hey, this is Corey. I'm watching your stream. You guys are doing great. But then you'd get the latency, and then it'd be funny because you could hear what we're saying, and then you'd hear it on the live stream, and then it'd be all messed up. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, it will help. By the way, I did not get the chance. Another thing that I was trying to get done this past week is there is a particular item sitting on our gooseneck trailer right now that I haven't even had an opportunity to get off the trailer.
Yeah.
God bless you, man. Take care. Be safe. Keep in touch, man. Keep in touch. There is a metal lathe, pretty good sized metal lathe that we got at a pretty good price. And
from our favorite, nearest British person.
British armorer.
Armorer.
Our favorite British armorer who lives in our...
I don't know if I know any British armorers besides him.
Well, he's still our favorite.
Yeah.
Obviously, if he's... Yeah. He is our favorite.
Yes.
He is my favorite British armorer who lives in our county.
Torch. Sorry, I was answering Roy's question. Torch.
Yeah, torch.
Propane weed torch. Seriously.
Yes, propane weed torch. If you don't want to use Roundup or something like that, number one, I would just say glyphosate. Any glyphosate product, don't buy Roundup. I mean, I'm sorry, Roundup and all the Monsanto lawyers out there, but go to Tractor Supply or any of your local, buy a glyphosate. Just glyphosate.
Boom.
And it will take care of it. Pump sprayer. But if you're not okay with using those kinds of chemicals,
torch it.
A propane tank on the end of a weed
what?
torch.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
He's not here.
Dang it.
Bill Corey.
You know what I need to do? I need to get a MIDI controller.
Yeah.
And have like the different things that Bill Corey said.
That would be cool.
And we will not be selling propane.
Propane.
I just need to have that on a little click anytime something funny happens.
So we need to get like
get the Roy, how you doing?
Eric Clapton. Oh yeah, that would be good.
That would be a fun one to have.
Yeah. The Eric Clapton, and then get Bill to say propane.
Yeah, we probably get hit with copyright on that one.
You think?
I
don't know.
Yeah. If it's got the guitar riff in it, yeah.
Roundup is banned in Canada.
Doesn't surprise me.
Wow. Okay. All glyphosate products, Tony? Or just Roundup as a product, particular product,
sure.
brand? Spread rock salt. Rock salt will work.
Mm-hmm.
It will kill weeds. It's expensive.
I just like the propane part, burning stuff.
Yeah.
We used to use it. We had a propane torch to burn ice off of sidewalks and burn weeds out of the sidewalks. That was my job. In the dead cold of winter, when we lived at KCU, I would go around with a propane torch and a little burner and clear off sidewalks.
Yep.
Especially when we had no salt.
Yeah. We were told we couldn't purchase any more salt, so I bought a bunch of weed torches and some propane tanks and send them off on their way.
Good times.
Just Roundup as a product. Okay, so you should still be able to get glyphosate.
Generic glyphosate.
There are other products out there for broadleaves, dandelions, things like that. Don't buy all the dandelion special products. 2,4-D. 2,4-D. Very simple.
There you go.
And you can spray it on your lawn. 2,4-D, you can spray it on your yard straight. Like a little bit of water with 2,4-D takes care of all your broadleaves.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Robert Lannis was the one. He sent us the sling blade picture, remember? I wonder if I can find that again. As the GIF.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That is right. Yeah. I don't know why I thought it was Rob Huff. So what are we making? Good conversation, John. Friends and good conversation.
Nope, that's not it.
Eli sounds like a pyromaniac. He does kind of like his fire a little bit.
I do.
John Burnell, I was just bragging on your hammer to a friend of mine today and showing it to him, and they were like, the carving, the etching on that is amazing. I was like, that's not carving or etching. That is Damascus steel. So you got a big prop today. Man, who's blessing us right now?
It's not. I'm trying to find the alert that has the...
Oh, so that's not something happening?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to find the one where he sent us the...
Oh, the sling blade?
Actually, I take that back. MT Homestead did just... I said, have a blessed weekend. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. You guys go check out MT Homestead for sure. Mike and Terry, they do good stuff.
So not all these notifications are correct, but MT Homestead and Old State Blades did in fact send a super chat, and we appreciate you guys a lot.
There you go.
Okay,
and Pete Fields, you are absolutely right. Apple cider vinegar, Dawn Ultra, and salt. The problem with that is it takes a bunch of that. Now, you can dilute it a little bit, but, man, if you've got a long driveway, I hate to say this, the only other thing I would say is if you have a tractor, a box blade with Scarfire blades or Scarfire teeth.
Oh yeah.
Barbecue chicken sauce on the grass killed it. Yeah, I mean the vinegar will do it. Some of the Empty Homestead is a great channel. Mike and Terry are great people. Yep, for sure.
We got a mouse in here.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 of them I've seen in here today.
Need a shop cat.
Yeah, I guess. Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Sorry, buddy.
It's always a fun
Another
one.
good channel. You guys, and very blessed. Good Christian folks. How are you guys doing tonight? Great to have you in here. We're literally just kind of doing a chat this evening because. And Mike and Terry, we have to find a way to get together. That's just all there is to it. There's a whole lot of people on here that I want to get together with and hang out with. You guys are definitely on my list for sure, definitely. And
you're all on my list.
Aw, that was so sweet.
I'm not going to single people out.
No,
everybody.
No.
I'd love to meet everybody.
But we're in the midst of giving them props, so
I know. I'm one of those. Yeah. Okay. Listen. I'm one of those people. If you start praying for somebody, I feel bad for not praying for somebody else, and then end up praying for just everybody.
Right.
It's like, God, I really pray for this person right now. Oh shoot, I should also pray for them. Yeah. I know they're struggling. Oh, and they're struggling too. So God, you know what? I just pray for everybody ever. Just all of them, whatever they're going through. Amen. See, you just knock it out right there. Boom, done.
Yeah. Bland's Promised Land Ranch. You're looking at Roy's at Christ-Centered Ironworks, their name. Go back and check out a video.
It's almost like we have something that explains that.
Yeah, go back and check out a video on one of our lives. It was a Saturday night, wasn't it?
It was. Our Saturday night, if you type in Live with Christ-Centered Ironworks on Bar Run Forge, that is a live stream, and it's 3 hours, so you will have to do some digging. But he does talk about the creation of their name, which is really cool. And
they have a video on that as well, too. But,
true.
It really gets an insight. We were so blessed by that evening, an insight into kind of them as people, as Christians, and just kind of the connection. It was really, really a fantastic evening.
And we can confirm they are not actually robots, or at least Roy is not actually a robot.
Yeah, I don't want to leave anybody out either. I mean, good grief. I'm looking up through here and thinking, man, I'd like to meet them, and man, I'd like to meet them, and I'd like to see them again, and I'd like to see them again. It's tough, man. But, this evening, I really just, if you guys have questions for us, again, we're just finishing up a big chunk of our farm season. And
farm
then,
stuff.
We've got the garden, we've got the ministry. I'm a minister by trade as well, full time, and the blacksmithing. And I'm coming up on 2 years.
And I work here
of blacksmithing. So I'm not a pro blacksmith, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it tremendously. Oh, John Burnell.
He made up for it. He made you a Damascus hammer. Shut up.
Yeah. Good thing you make nice stuff and send it to me.
Yeah, and he also sponsored our live stream giveaway.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jess is kind of iffy.
Yeah. It's kind of sketchy.
That's why she runs the computer so well. When we had audio problems, and she knew exactly what the problem. Maybe Jess is a robot. Roy, say something if you're in danger ever.
Yeah.
I'm a blacksmith, and I married a robot. The autobiography of Roy Adams.
Wow.
I want that to be your autobiography now.
There you go.
Oh,
So
goodness.
it is currently 6:55. Is that
Yes,
right?
sir.
So we're doing all right.
According to the time on the computer.
I got a piece of hex bar, 1.25
Ooh.
across the flats. Over 6 feet long. Wow. Pointed at the end, tapered flat, like a hot cut. Yeah, using construction as digging bar. Oh, cool. If I'm not mistaken, and Roy or somebody else can correct me, that would make a great piece for something you're going to use as impact. If that's what I think it is, it would make a very good impact steel. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I kind of figured that as much. And I forgot your name at Bland's Promised Lane Ranch. I apologize for that, but I've noticed that. Nice, Roy. I'm all the way east like Dana Maggiore. I sure would like to visit on your next gathering. We would love to have you. Which reminds me,
The gathering?
I was going to talk about some of that stuff. In just a couple months is Quad State.
Yeah.
Here in Ohio. So, Eli and I have briefly talked about this. If you need a stopover or a rest spot, or you want to come
just want
before,
to hang out.
if you want to come before Quad State,
There'll
or come
probably
after
be
Quad
some
State,
smoked meats. There will be
we
blacksmithing
would love
involved.
to hang out with you. Eric, that's right. Sorry.
Eric. I'm Eric. I am Steve Rogers.
Hey, Kelly. Kelly, we just sent a T-shirt out to you, buddy.
A T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been an
He gave
ordained
us some
minister for
T-shirts.
25 years.
And a
Perfect. Got a whole kinds of them in here. Yeah. There you go. Sport that old wolf hat, man.
It almost didn't fit my head. Got a noggin. Here you go. Check it out. Boom. Old Wolf.
There you go. Old wolf.
Wolf.
Wow.
Old Wolf.
You know, one of the things that Eli and I talk about,
Is how
you know,
scary it is that I'm turning into him.
it is very, very scary.
A larger
I
version.
often apologize.
Just a
Yeah,
larger
you're
version.
right. Rock bar. It's called good. It is definitely called a rock bar, and that is definitely good steel.
Rock bar.
I apologize to Eli all the time because he will either say something as I'm saying it, it's the same thing, and we kind of catch each other at the same time, and I was like, I'm sorry. He is turning into me. He is another version of me. We say either 2.0 or XL. It's just what it is.
Yeah, buddy.
But
That
anyway,
hat's cool.
yeah. But at the same time,
It's a cool hat.
I hope you guys have seen that Eli and I,
Are goofy.
and I don't mean to get mushy here, but Eli and I are not just dad and son. And that's really been day one. Don't do it now. Come on. Wouldn't you say, Eli? It's just not kind of day one, really, don't you think?
Well, I don't remember day one.
You don't remember that, but
I don't remember up until probably like day 900, maybe.
yeah.
I don't know.
But for
Yeah.
a very long time,
The point he's getting at is we're friends.
we are. And
He's my
I
best.
hear people say
He's my best
you're
good
not
friend.
supposed to be your kid's friend. Well, it worked for us.
He's my best good friend.
He is. You know, I got a buddy, Tracy Elam, who I would consider my best friend. But that's not even on the level that Eli and I are.
It's true.
It's a pretty special thing that we have, and the good thing about it is it helps us to work together, and it helps us to talk. You know, when we've got decisions to make and things like that, we're generally on the same page, and I try to listen to him because he comes up with great suggestions, and you know, if he listens to me as well, it's tremendous. And it really is an absolute blessing. I can't overstate how much of a blessing it is to have Eli here with me right now.
And I can't overstate how much of a blessing I am to him. I mean, he is to me.
Yeah, instead of mini me's, maxi me. There
Yep.
you go. Pete Fields, Quad State.
Yes, what is Quad State? Tell everybody what Quad State is if you don't know.
Is a conference extravaganza for blacksmithing. It is a gathering it's in Troy, Ohio, at the fairgrounds in September 24th,
He's
5th,
like
and
peas
6th.
and
Is that
carrots.
right?
I don't know.
We'll see you, Tony. Take care, man. Thank you for coming in. God bless you, brother. So it really, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, as far as Quad State goes, you got to check it out. You got to go at least once. If you're into blacksmithing at all, check out Quad State. You'll definitely want to go. And if nothing else, you get to hang out with some really cool people. Now stop, Big Mike.
You gonna make him blush.
Garsh.
Oh, gosh.
I appreciate that, Mike. I really do. I really do. I'm trying to do all I can to do so, and hopefully I can pass that along. But anyway, like I said, we were talking about what a blessing it is to be together doing this. And we do this business side of things too, and we catch up and say, well, what do you think? Okay, yeah, whatever, or no, I don't know, we should do something different, and that's the way we go. Thank you, Kenny. I can't see it ever happening that we lose the connection. And
of course not. We live in the same house.
The scary part is the sense of humor is very similar.
Yeah.
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 See what I mean? What's up, Eric?
We will be attending Quad State this year and super excited. Robot Jessica says it's September 24th.
We have to bring,
to 26th.
We need to bring it up on the next live stream they have. Just bring up the Jess is a robot, but not let her in on the joke and see how she reacts.
Just every once in a while. If I hope she's not listening. Why she would be. Anyway, just say the word robot in their chat in the next live stream. Just throw it every once in a while. Just keep throwing in the word robot.
Robots can't have milkshakes, apparently. So, see it, Roy. Next time
that
you're
needs to be on a T-shirt.
You need
robots
to.
Can't have milkshakes.
They can't have them. You can't make a milk-proof robot. That was almost awful. Next time you're at like UDF or Dairy Queen or something. Do they have UDF up north? Up in the state I can't say. Or next time you're near someplace, just offer her like a milkshake. And if she can't, that's when you know.
It would be great to see some member of the black collar armies at Quad State.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be really, really cool.
You can smell them too. Burnt pot pies.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll have a burnt smell, I'm sure, of some sort.
Or smell pixies, apparently.
Where is Quad State? Troy, Ohio.
I'll do you one better. Why is Quad State?
Troy, Ohio. Which can't be all bad, right? I mean, Troy,
The world might implode. Troy and Troy, Ohio.
That is true.
At a blacksmith at a blacksmithing conference named Troy and Troy, Ohio. Shit everywhere. It's like the Alexa of your house, but it's just Jessica.
Yep. Later, Terry. God bless you, honey. We love y'all.
If I say it too loud, it'll set her off, and she'll be like
everywhere.
Alarm in the house.
It is true.
Like barricade him in his house.
It is true.
Who's leaving?
I keep, when somebody says something and tries to get me to say something about Michelle or something like that, I'm like, this room is bugged. It'll find its way home before I get there. I'm not saying anything. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it would be horrible to not be able to eat bacon. I agree.
Oh,
yeah, we had a kid on our week of camp a few weeks ago, and we were having breakfast for the kids, and we had bacon. And he's like, "Oh, I can't eat bacon," and I cried a little. Well, not really, but maybe inside. Hi, Tina Ladybug. Good to have you in here. I know where that's at. I used to work for Hobart. Very cool.
Hobart
was just in a town not too far from us in Hillsboro.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
think they're still there, but it's not called Hobart anymore. Jess is more like Jarvis. Yeah, that's probably accurate. You saying like the brains of the operation, or?
Dana got his Boston plug in.
He what?
He said, I hear Troy, Ohio is just like Boston.
No. No. No, it is not, Dana. I got to tell you, man, I came to Boston about 9 years ago while we were still in Grayson. We had to go for a training for HVAC, for our big industrial HVAC at the university. And we flew into Boston, and everything fell apart. And then we were driving around, and they made up for the rental car we were supposed to have and gave us a Mustang. Who cares, you know? And so we're trying to drive around Boston in a Mustang. I don't care if you're trying to drive around Boston in a Ferrari. It still sucks. It's just Boston traffic. It's terrible. One of the things I realized about Boston is you better know what lane you need to be in, or you're going to end up on the other side of the Cape in like 2 minutes. And nobody will let you over into another lane. I don't know. We went and checked out all the sites that you're supposed to go see in Boston, and then we got on the plane and we left. I was glad to be gone. Now, I would love to be able to see guys like Dana and Eve, but I wish I didn't have to go to Boston to do so. One strip and around about last time I was in. Yeah. Man, are all blacksmiths HVAC first? No. And trust me, I was director of maintenance and facilities at a university, and so we had a computer-controlled HVAC system across the campus, and part of my responsibility was to monitor and set points for the entire campus and monitor all that. And then we had an HVAC tech on site, so he and I went for the training. We did a major upscale infrastructure project on the campus and upgraded a ton of stuff, and that new system we had to go learn. So that's just all there was to it. I'm not an HVAC guy. I mean, I know enough about it to get in trouble, and that's about it. That's what my day job is. Oh, really cool. Very cool. All right, so yeah, we got to talk all kinds of stuff there, too. Need to go feed the horses. Good enough. I hope that's not code for something, but 20 minutes outside of Boston. That's a good place to be. Outside of Boston. That's all right, Arizona kid. You're fine, man. Good to have you with us. I was talking about the roads. I just realized how bad that sounded. Oh, it's all right. They are a little bit better. The roads around Troy, Ohio are not terrible right now. So definitely come check it out. I mean, even if you're not a hardcore blacksmith person, it's still a fun time. And to see some really cool stuff going on, and maybe even watch a session where they're teaching something. It might even be a guy in there from that state up north who comes and offers up something to learn from at Quad State. I don't know, maybe.
Ooh.
Roy, are you presenting at Quad State this year? Eli, I have talked a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so chatty. Go for it.
I don't know, maybe it's your day job. Well, I can't say much because my day job now is talking a lot, too. Only Roush's knew how to talk.
Well, and I do want to thank so many of you for kind of praying for me over the last couple weeks. It's really kind of a cool thing that I felt like some of you, it was cool to go ahead and just let everybody know I was struggling with some physical stuff, because I'm not a big fan of letting that be known. A celebrity like you. I like that.
Will John Switzer be there?
Ooh, Ooh. Because he did say, plus you get to meet a celebrity like me.
Like him. Alex Steele be there? Torbjorn? Joey Vandersteeg?
Why wouldn't it be a fun summer vacation, a good summer vacation for us? I mean, even if you go to Quad State for a day or two, you can do other things. And Ohio is not fun-free. There are places in Ohio that are pretty doggone cool.
Oh, goodness.
Shaking babies and kissing hands. One of my favorite things to do.
Goodness. And Robot Jess.
Yeah, there you go. Of course. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Very good. I haven't heard Wayne Height say that yet.
I know.
Very good. Turner pot pies will not be representative. Okay.
Which
Man,
one? Which one of you will be?
Mind. Yeah.
Which one of
that character's kind of sketchy.
Could be.
Hey, yeah, the Air Force Museum in Dayton, Wright Pat Air Force Museum. There's all kinds of stuff. The museum in Cincinnati, Museum Center in Cincinnati is good. The Newport Aquarium. Maybe you can go see a Reds game. Even if they lose, it's still a good time being at the ballpark.
You could go sadly watch a Cleveland Indians game.
Oh, no.
You could go even more sadly watch a Cleveland Browns game.
Yeah.
Even more sadly watch a Cincinnati Bengals game.
Bengals game, that would be really sad.
Columbus Blue Jackets, where you could also be sad.
Actually, you won't be too far from the Dayton Dragons. That's a good time.
Also, Columbus Crew.
Hey,
my work.
FC Cincinnati.
FC Cincinnati. My work owns the stadium there, so I get some knockoff tickets.
Can you get tickets?
Hmm?
Sweet. We're going to have to go watch a game.
Yeah. FC Cincinnati. Newest member of the MLS.
Yep.
At TQL Stadium.
I just heard that today, that TQO was the owner of the stadium, or it sponsored the stadium, whatever.
Right.
Very cool.
Kings Island, Coney Island.
Yeah, Kings Island's a great time.
Cedar Point. Never been.
There's all kinds of
Love to
parks
go.
around here. Yeah. Some good camping destinations if you guys are campers. Yeah, Ohio's got tons of stuff.
Ohio is a perfect blend.
It really is. It really is. And if you go down from here, if you're headed back towards kind of the southeast, Hocking Hills State Park and that area, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You can time travel in Indiana. That is truth.
Hmm.
I don't mind Indiana. I will go to Indiana, but it literally is a step back in time. They for some reason they are like 2 years behind everything.
Yeah,
it seems like. And there's a little neat town in Indiana called Metamora. It's a kind of a early 1800s canal town that they've kept the canal and the canal boat and everything, and kind of step back in time, so to speak. And actually, we will be there in October at what's called Canal Days, and there'll be thousands and thousands of people rolling in and out of there. And I've been asked to come blacksmith for that weekend, so we'll be there in October. Really neat town. Ohio has roller derby. I'm sure they do. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's right. And the Football Hall of Fame in Canton. And if I'm not mistaken, is it the College Football Hall of Fame in near Kings Island?
maybe. I don't know about that one.
At least it's where they have like the Hall of Fame game or something like that. Anyway, yeah, all kinds of stuff. And if you're in town at the proper time and you can get the tickets, the Ohio State University, watch a football game. Good stuff.
The only college team to ever try to trademark the word "the." And we're proud of it.
With that all being said, what kind of tirades or questions or what do you think about or anything like that? We'll kind of open the floor. It's now 7:15, so we'll open the floor to you guys and see what you think, what we can chat about.
Easy, big fella.
Wow.
Go to this. Don't go this in the home state now.
Yeah, we will definitely take some video of the canal days. And we were just at a demo at a tractor, antique machinery and tractor show 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
And we did get a little bit of video on that, didn't we? Or some pictures. I think I got
pictures, maybe.
But we can put that up on like either the website or the Instaface or whatever.
Yeah.
To be fair, what are your next blacksmithing goals? That's a good question, Kenny. Do you have yours already?
What?
Your next blacksmithing goals?
Get better.
Wow.
I mean, I don't really have a goal. It's just keep improving. Keep getting better.
Wow. Still offering VHS.
Still got a Blockbuster?
Wow. Yeah, nothing specific?
No, I just keep on getting better. I mean, there are things I'd like to learn and improve on, but like I said, the biggest thing is I'm still new enough that everything is new, so improvement.
Yeah. What sort of things would you like to,
I mean, I really don't have much in specifics. I would just everything, just in general, getting better in blacksmithing.
Gotcha. My next goals for blacksmithing, first and foremost, there is a reason why we are doing the Monday morning tool videos. And it's not because we are expert on making tools. As I've said before, the majority of the tools that we are making on the blacksmithing Monday morning tool videos literally is our first time making that tool, because we want that tool in the shop. That's the main reason for the Monday morning tool videos. In the process, you guys get to see us making the tools for the very first time. And we kind of have a good idea of what the tools are supposed to look like and how to do them. And we've got some really cool suggestions from some of you guys on, okay, once you've completed the tool, show us how it works, or tell us about the hardening and tempering process. And, for us, it's like we struggle with the hardening and tempering thing, because do we talk about the hardening and tempering thing on every video we do about something that gets hardened and tempered? Or do we just say, we're going to do the hardening and tempering process? So, the Monday morning tool video, that is really part of my goal for this next year. I'm coming up on 2 years blacksmithing next month. And for year number 3, I want to make sure that we are tooled up to make things like hammers and axes, and moving into those more tool-centric projects where it will require tooling. And so that's really the biggest thing for me, is that I want to work on tool making and up the tool game in the shop. I'm getting more confident with certain hammer strikes, and I'm trying to learn those things more often, and different techniques. Obviously, when you got a guy like Roy in here who does really great scroll work, and he's looking at your first ever scroll work and cringing, it's not easy, but it's how you learn. And I have to apologize to Roy, because they were here till 10:30 at night, and he had been all day going at it. And I wanted to keep him here in the shop and do work with him. It was something he was wanting me. He said, "Let's fix it now." And I'm like, "Dude, you're right. As much as I would just love to have you in the shop and let's just hang out, Roy. The next time you're here, I just want it to just be us hanging out, doing some forging or talking and do a little bit and then not do a little bit. I know that's hard for you, but you know, that's my goal for that. And to learn. I do want to learn from guys like Roy. You know, celebrities like Roy, right? Celebrities like Roy. Yeah. But yeah, that's my main goal, is to start doing more tooling, so that when I start doing those things that are the next level of scrolling or forge welding and things like that, where more intricate work, I love it. Eli swings a big hammer. I mean, he's not a big hammer, but he swings a mean hammer. I mean, when he's striking, it's a lot of fun, and he enjoys it.
If you didn't notice, on the cupping tool one, I was swinging a 16-pound sledgehammer.
That's true.
Had a problem because we were sending the swedge block stand.
Yeah.
Swedge block off the swedge block stand.
So, not that I can't, but this is the hammer Eli was swinging at one point in time that was making the swedge block jump up off the stand. And this is the hammer I was swinging. Now, this is the hammer Eli likes to swing. This is his normal striking hammer. But we were trying to move some metal, so he switched over to this one for a little bit. It definitely made an impact, as they say. But yeah, like we have a plan for our striking anvil that we want to do tooling that will match the striking anvil, hazel, and the swedge block, so that we can interchange between, like we're making hammers or axes or things like that. That's really what we're trying to get to. Not that we want to become hammer makers only, or axe makers only. I want to know a diverse set of skills and many different things, where I don't want to be, honestly, I don't want to be pigeonholed. I don't want people to think, not that anybody cares about my blacksmithing, but I don't want to be pigeonholed as, oh, he only makes, campfire cook sets. That's all he ever makes. Or he only makes chisels or whatever. I don't want to be pigeonholed in that way. And I don't want to be pigeonholed to say, well, he only makes hammers. Now, if somebody says, I want to get to the point where if somebody says, oh, yeah, you got a bar run forge hammer, that'll be a nice hammer. I don't ever anticipate anybody saying, oh my gosh, you have a bar run forge hammer. That might be something we're like, hey, that's nice. Troy and Eli made you a hammer. That's good. I don't anticipate that ever happening. Because in all honesty, I just enjoy this. And there are points, and I'm sure some of you guys that are in the YouTube side of things with, yes, I would love a big fly press. There's two pieces I really would like to have, and it's a fly press and a forge press. And man, I have loved watching your videos on the fly press tooling and things like that. I would love to have a fly press. And honestly, I would not have the power hammer and exchange it for a fly press or a forge press in a hurry. There's no question about it. But honestly, that's my goal. I love scroll work. I love the architectural stuff. I love seeing all that. Pete, come see us, man. God bless you, buddy. Keep getting better, dude. Pete is a guy who's considering and getting into. He's already bought a forge, so he's in. He bought him a nice rivet forge, and in the process of making everything up. So you guys keep encouraging Pete Fields. Good guy, and he's getting into the craft. So we're excited about that. Yeah, it doesn't need any electric. That's good. That's very good. But anyway, that's kind of what my thought is, and that's a great question. I think that was Kenny that asked that, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very good question, and I was glad to talk about it. But that's kind of my goals. We just bought a lathe, so to be able to do some fabrication like that, right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I want, more than anything right now for this shop, I want proper electric.
Yeah.
And Pete is going to help me with that. Take care, brother. You be safe. God bless you, and keep in touch. We will be back at it, swinging and eating and beating and repeating next week, man. So John says he wouldn't trade his power hammer for a fly press. And I get it. You know, once you get used to that and you're tooled up for it and that's something you're comfortable with, get at it, man. I love it. I watch some of these guys that they use a power hammer, just so smooth and so clean. I love watching it. And it's like, I think I was actually talking to Pete the other day. And the power hammer's nice, and I look forward to using it. And it is nice to say I can draw that out or do that thing with a hand hammer. I'm fine with that. But gosh, I gotta say this the right way. I don't need to do it. Now, it's good to use that technique, and it's good to practice, tapering and rounding and all that kind of stuff. But if you can do it with a tool that saves your body, use it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning how to use a metal lathe. It's been a long time since I've used one, so I'm looking forward to really getting into it and learning how to use it. But, all right, Roy. Get back to burning weeds. There you go. I'd say I wish I could help you, but I don't. We have all kinds of drive area around here and barn lots and stuff. I've got a 100-gallon sprayer that I put in the back of the Bobcat, Toolcat, and a 100-foot hose for the lawn. That's how I take care of weeds around here. and agricultural strength herbicides. So, have at her, man.
Looks like everybody's leaving.
Alex is leaving too.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Yeah, everybody's bailing out. I understand. I know this hasn't been an exciting stream, but like I said, we really wanted to still be with you, but forging just wasn't happening tonight. That's just all there was to it. And, that's part of the reason. I know we've talked about and considered like an every other Thursday, but we still like being in here, We both agreed tonight, no, we don't want to forge, but we don't want to miss hanging out with you guys because it is a part of our week that we just don't want to miss. We want to be here with you guys and, offer up the opportunity for the remembrance bell and just to have chat and let you guys know that we're here for you and talk with you and spend time with you. It's a pleasure. It's a blessing for us to be with you.
Absolutely.
Every time we're together. We've said it before. There are times when I'm tired at the end of the day and I'm wore out, but the moment we start prepping and getting ready for the live stream, that's like I come back to life, and it's such a blessing to be able to do that. Very, very big blessing. Yeah, and to say it's been hot here, I know it hadn't been like 100 degrees for everybody else, but we have had some serious heat and humidity at the same time here, and we've been out in it. I mean, my combine, it's a big galvanized can and has no air conditioning. And wheat dust and chaff and everything. It was rough. And then getting out and working out in the sun trying to fix stuff. But yeah, it's would you ever make Damascus? Yeah, I would do so. I'm not and granted, John Brunel's hammer right here that he made, absolutely gorgeous. John, I don't want to offend, but I'll never swing this hammer. This is a prize. This is a cherished item for me, and I don't want to put a mark or a scar or a mar on it. I cherish this very much so, and it is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and some of the Damascus pattern stuff is absolutely beautiful, and I'm amazed to watch it. But it's not a huge appeal to me. I've got a chunk of wrought iron I'm going to make a small hammer out of. I love that, and I love it more because it was a piece that we found from the old dairy barn, a big wrought iron, and I'm excited to use it. Oh, Kelly says he's got something for us. We're trying to get to you, buddy. Trying to get to you. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Kenny, and I'm glad you see it because it's not put on. When we sit down and we spend time with you guys, it is not a put on. It is not a show. It is not. You're getting Eli and I. There are days when we come in here and you guys get us cranked up and we're doing goofy and stupid stuff. That's us. But there are also days where we come in here and we're hitting the memory bell and we're sharing things with you guys in your life, and it's just it's amazing. We're stupid blessed to be able to do this, and we don't take it lightly. We don't take it lightly at all. And we're glad that you guys see it. That we are excited to be here with you guys. Look, we're at 543
something like that. Yeah.
Subscribers. We're not a big channel. We're over our watch hours. I think we're at between 43 and 4,500 watch hours at 543 subscribers. And that actually, there's times where I get frustrated because we're not getting the subs. But it also, Eli and I discussed this, it's also encouraging because it means you guys are watching our stuff. You guys are great supporters. Those of you guys are in here and goes and watch. You guys are such amazing supporters of ours that those who are subscribed watch our stuff. When we look at the analytics, the people who are subscribed are watching. We know that. So we thank you guys for that. No, John, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I had a look at Adam's hammer John made. Just amazing workmanship, John. Yeah, there's no question about it. Amazing workmanship.
Robert Lannis donated for hydraulic fluid.
All right, so I'm going to tell the hydraulic fluid thing. So my buddy, one of our elders at the church, came over and helped and just really saved us tremendously. And we had the grain cart. We were filling the grain cart up. Everything seemed to be going pretty good. He turned around to go load onto the truck, and all of a sudden he said, "Dude, there is hydraulic fluid spraying everywhere." So I hopped down out of the combine. Off we go. And I find pinholes in two of the hoses. I said, all right, can't be that bad. We just got to keep on going. And then all of a sudden I started noticing it oozing inside that channel and just pouring out of there. And, oh, man. And we literally had like 3 or 400 bushel on the cart. No way to get it off because you have to turn the power takeoff. You have to turn the auger on and then open the gate. And that line goes in to open the gate. So what had happened in the meantime is the reservoir for the tractor, the big Deutz Alice tractor, holds about 23 gallons of hydraulic fluid. And after that, where's Eli? He's
right here.
Should be right there. Anyway, after that had sucked all that hydraulic fluid out, I checked the dipstick. It was off the dipstick. I poured 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid in. Still not on the dipstick. I poured another almost 5 gallons in. It just started to show up. I poured 23 gallons of hydraulic fluid back in that tractor and finally got it back up to level. So I sent my mom. I said, you need to go get us some more hydraulic fluid. And I poured part of another. After we finally got it where it needed to go, I poured another 5 gallons in. We went through between 25 and 28 gallons of hydraulic fluid in one tractor in one day. It was rough. The new Fisher double screw post vise. Oh man! And I like how you said I'm the steward of it. You're now the caretaker. That's awesome. Black Collar Ironworks. Eli had a beard. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Eli lost the beard on an unfortunate trimming accident. There's a nice little line over here where I went to trim it and the guard wasn't on and didn't pay any attention and just zoop. So, yep, the beard is a little bit lacking at the moment.
That's all right.
Now I look like I'm 12.
Oh, Corey said he had me a bacon sandwich today. It's good. Bacon is good. Very much so. So we are 7:36.
Yep.
Is that it? Okay. We can leave the floor open. That's up to you guys. We'll certainly be glad to hang here with you guys. Or as my buddy John says up in Newfoundland, ye guys. I love listening to John talk.
Wayne said I was going to say 11. Either way, I still look like a child.
Now they're going at you, man.
No, I wasn't this size when I was 12. I was tiny and short and fat.
Yeah.
Conversation. Yeah. That's what we're making. Mr. Crawford, how you doing?
Yeah, look young while you can. I agree. Before you know it, you end up looking like me.
No, I already do.
Already do, just younger. Need a few gallon of Lucas Oil hydraulic booster fluid. Good stuff, especially in slightly used to well-used parts. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, that tractor, it's a 1992, I believe.
91.
91. Sorry, I knew you'd have that. 1991. That's right, 91 because it's green. 9150 Deutz Alice, and Eli will tell you it's an air-cooled diesel. Same basic design they've had for pushing 100 years, basically. Porsche designed this diesel engine, and they've basically used the same design. I've got another Deutz tractor that has an air-cooled diesel. You can run that tractor all day long, full blast, with the air freezing you out. I mean, it was near 100 degrees the other day,
and it was beautifully cold inside the cab.
Yeah, cold AC. And like I said, you can run it full blast all day long. I love it.
Excuse me.
And we got a 1977 International 1586, completely restored pretty much, and the air conditioning is crap. It's terrible. I'd almost rather be on my open platform Deutz D100 06 than be in that tractor when it's hot. What? It's green, so it's a 91. Yeah. It's Deutz green.
Yep.
Deutz green. The next year, 92, is when the Deutz Alice still had the orange.
Yep. They switched over and had the design so you could get the Deutz Alice in Deutz green, or you could get the Deutz Alice in Agco Alice, which was bought Alice Chalmers, so they did an Alice Chalmers orange.
Yep.
With a white styled back end. So it was a conglomeration of multiple different tractors named the Deutz Alice.
Which is, I guess, technically an Oliver. It's an Oliver.
It's an Oliver.
Upgraded.
Yes. Oliver designed back end that White adopted for the back end, which then was a Deutz engine added to an Agco Alice frame.
There you go.
It was a mutt.
Yeah. And honestly, I absolutely, if you guys have never been around an air-cooled diesel, major crop we grow.
Wheat.
For many years, we did corn, soybeans, and wheat, and hay.
Yeah.
And in the most recent years, it has been wheat and soybeans. In fact, we don't even own a corn planter right now. I don't know when I'll change that. Corn prices, it's just not profitable unless you have 1,000 acres or more. It's just not profitable. Between the cost of seed and the fertilizer and everything else, it's hard to really make it
Robert,
make it profitable.
there is a probably half library full of tractor books that I've had since I was before I could read.
Yep.
That's where that comes from.
There's a great story on Eli and his knowledge of tractors. And I'm not unknowledgeable, but he's pretty doggone good at it. But we were at a local county fair, and they had the antique tractors out. And they had, for those of you guys who know tractors, they had an Alice Chalmers WD-45, a tricycle front end, and it was sitting there, and Eli was sitting on it. And that was one of his favorite tractors back then. And then next to it was a Case VAC, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. And the colors are very similar, and the look is very similar. And this old fella came up, and he saw Eli sitting on that Alice Chalmers. He said, "So you like that Alice Chalmers?" "Yeah." Eli agreed, "Uh-huh." And he looked over and said, "What do you think of that Alice Chalmers right over there?" Eli looked at him like he had 3 heads and looked him up and down. And finally he said, you weren't even 3 yet.
Probably around the age, yeah.
Yeah. And he looked at him and he said, "That's not an Alice Chalmers, that's a Case." And the guy just sunk his head like, oh my goodness, a 2.5-year-old just told me about antique tractors, you know. It was really cool. And he's always been really good at that. Tractors, you know, it's part of our life. We have our tractors on the farm. For those of you who are even guessing or care, our oldest tractor is a 1950 Oliver Super 88, and it has a big old straight pipe on it. It sounds mean. That's our most recent tractor that we bought. The next one is a 1953 Farmall Super A. That's Michelle's tractor.
Because it's tiny.
Huh?
Because it's tiny.
Yeah, because it's tiny. And then the next newest one is a 1976, pretty much fully restored Deutz D100-06, 100 horsepower tractor. Up until recently, that was the smallest tractor we had was 100 horsepower. Do we have tractor pulls out here? Oh my goodness!
That's a historical pastime for us.
Yeah. And so we have that, and then the next one up is a 1977 International 1586, nearly fully restored, and then our newest tractor.
You'll get there.
Is the 91 Deutz Alice 9150. That's the newest tractor we have. And the beauty of it is all the tractors work pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most reliable tractors we have is the D100-06.
Yep.
I mean, you get on it, you hit the ignition, you're at it, you're working. And it's our utility tractor. I do about everything with it. Now, the piece of equipment we probably use the most, it's probably the Bobcat Toolcat.
Yeah.
The Bobcat 5600 is a combination of a side-by-side, a skid steer, and a pickup truck, all squished into one piece of equipment. And I love it. It's fantastic. John Burnell says he has a Cub Lowboy. It's a tractor.
It's a tractor. Practically born from the Super A.
Yeah. I mean, it's all it is.
The Super A gave birth to the Cub. The Cub gave birth to the Cub Cadet series and the Lowboy series.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. More so a tractor than just a lawnmower. Right.
Yeah, and when I hear people say garden tractor, no. No. That's a riding mower.
Yep.
It's not a garden tractor. It's a riding mower. The Farmall Super A, I'll call that a garden tractor. Yeah, because I want to get got guy down the road from us has a set of cultivator plows specifically for the Super A. Oh, a pulling tractor called the Sassy Massey. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah. I remember one with my favorite was one called Orange Crate. The Orange Crate.
Alice Challenger.
The Alice Challenger.
That was a
D21, right?
Yeah. That was a beast back in the day.
I don't dig the modifieds as much as I do the super stocks and the pro stocks. I like the smokers.
Then there was the big boy came out that when Case IH first introduced the
Magnum.
No, it wasn't the Magnum series. It was the MX series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They'd taken one of those and made it a pulling tractor, and the thing just dominated everything.
Yeah, we'll check out. We'll see if we can't catch up with the new Fisher Post Vice. Said Discord and Instagram.
Yeah.
We follow Black Collar on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay, good. Does this mean everyone in your family could drive one's own tractor across your farm? Absolutely. We would actually have extra tractors.
We would.
Well, I mean, if everybody was here, no. But everybody who can drive a tractor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we would actually have an extra tractor. And it's not, I mean, we don't have a lot of tractors. Our farm's only 100 acres. We've been here 112 years.
If not more.
If not more. Possibly back to the Virginia Military Survey. And we're kind of a dying breed. The small family farm of 100 acres or less just doesn't hardly exist anymore. But we're committed to keeping it a family farm and keeping it for generations to come. So that's the plan. And that's why we don't buy, you're not going to come on our farm and see brand new equipment and fancy equipment and huge equipment. It's not necessary. We try to put together, like I said, the International 1586 is in great shape. The Deutz the 100-06 is in great shape. The Deutz 9150, we've never had an ounce of problem out of it. Looking good for 112. Why, thank you. So really, I mean, you can get on Michelle's Farm All Super A, even if it needs a paint job. You can literally get on it, pull the starter,
starts out,
and it's gone. It's running. And a Ford 4500. Man, I spent a lot of time on one of those with a bush hog. Definitely. But yeah, I mean, none of our stuff is brand new. None of our stuff is fancy. But we try not to have junk as well. We keep trying to make things look good. Like what comes back from vacation.
Both those statements are totally not happening. I'm not going on vacation, nor am I getting hitched anytime soon.
But he's hoping to get a house.
There you go. That's true.
Hoping to get a house. So that's a good thing. Yeah, our farm isn't a big farm, and we don't need it to be. It's okay. Gotta go. Awesome.
Mr. MT.
Mr. MT. Big Mike, as they call him.
Big Mike.
Yep. So yeah, that's the story here on the farm. It's a family farm. It's going to stay a family farm. We've basically got it preserved for 2 generations following me. And that's just the intent. That's what we wanted. That's what my father and forefathers wanted, and that's where we're at right now. So, that's the intent. That's what we hope to do. Man, William's working hard on you tonight.
Right, he's cracking at me for sure.
He's working hard on you. So, yeah, and the fact that we get to kind of add the blacksmithing into it is just really a cool thing that we can keep on doing. Yeah, we do have a video showing some of the farm,
One in the snow, and then the first one we put out of plant season last year, harvest and plant of last year.
Yeah. Makes my New Holland TC 35D look small, because it is small. Well, then there you go.
As long as it works.
Do we fish? Yeah, I like to fish.
Haven't been in a while.
Yeah. When we had the dairy farm, we had a great big pond, a huge pond. It was an old gravel pit, stone quarry. And, yeah, there was some really nice fishing in there. Well, and we just don't get to very often. I wish I could. I want to do it more.
The house will actually be, so the farm sits on the 100 acres right across the road and down it to the end of the road, which down it is literally, what, 400 yards?
Yeah,
Like that?
Yeah, a quarter mile.
Yeah. And to the left is where the house is. So within...
It's in sight.
Yeah, I mean, I can literally see it from our house right now. I can see it from the side window, so it's right there.
Later, Ed. God bless you,
See
buddy.
Ed.
Thanks again, man. We appreciate that sign so much.
Yes,
That's
sir.
such a blessing. Yeah, and you know it doesn't happen very often around here. Part of the reason is it's a fixer-upper because right now houses in our area. There was a house that he wanted that came up on the market. 4 hours later, it was sold in our little village.
Yeah, there was one on the market that sold for probably, I'd say at least 30,000 more than what it should have been for this area, and then another one exact same way.
Yep.
Another probably 15,000 more than what it probably should have sold for this area, and then that one up. There's been more houses for sale in this area in the past year than there has been probably in what, 25?
30, yeah.
30, yeah.
That's right. She'll plow, plant, and cut hay.
As long as it does the job, that's all you need.
Yep. Yeah, and again, that's one of the things I look at our equipment and I think, okay, well, it'll do what it's supposed to do. And granted, I've got things to repair, and that just happens. Let me tell you something. I have watched guys with brand new $350,000 combines hours after they get them off the truck repairing them. You know, nothing is without the possibility of failing. I mean, it's mechanical. It could fail. That's just all there is to it. Part of what we've done, in all honesty, is we've simplified. You know, we had some newer tractors right around the time my dad passed and just after. We had some newer tractors, and we had nothing but problems with the electronics on it.
Yeah.
So we just kind of eliminated a lot of that. What are you laughing about?
William said before I go, is that the kitchen behind baby Eli. It's kind of a kitchen. It's got cabinets and a refrigerator, 2 refrigerators.
Yeah.
Coffee pot.
We have a coffee pot, no microwave. We're thinking about putting a pit john out here or outhouse or something. New stuff breaks too. That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, you know. Yeah, my dad got his first loader tractor. He had a Massey Ferguson 135, 1964 model, and that was. I mean, we lifted everything by hand, and then he found a loader that would fit onto that, and the world changed.
Yeah.
It was amazing how things changed around the farm when he got that tractor we got the loader to put on his old tractor. And then he sold the Massey Ferguson and got another Massey Ferguson 255
for half a year, and it sucked.
And it was bad. So then he went and got a brand new Agco 75.
GT75.
GT75. And it was a great service tractor for us. It was a great utility tractor.
It was just light.
Yeah, it was just too light.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. It was just too light. Yep. So yeah, front end loader, and that Toolcat, man, what it can do is just absolutely amazing for us. And my mom can get in it and operate it. It's just wonderful. It's a beautiful piece of equipment. And we were selling the round bales of straw, and the guy that was loading his wagon, his trailer up, I had him do a quick because he said, "You go ahead and plant your beans. I'll load the straw up." And I said, "Okay." And we just gotten the new forks for it, the hay fork. And about the second round, we finally stopped talking to each other a little bit. And he said, "That's a pretty nice machine." He said, "I kind of like that." He said, "I think I'm going to talk my daughter into getting one of those." So they had an old kind of rundown Bobcat. He said, "I think they need to get one of these." Yeah, Wayne, building that new shop. I hope that I want to see some pictures, man.
Yeah.
I would love to see some pictures of your new shop. What would be your choice of the current generation of tractor? Huh. I got to be honest with you. I do like Case IH.
Yep.
That would
Case
be my
IH.
preference. I'll be flat up front with you. I do not like John Deere.
Nope.
I don't like John Deere. There's a couple reasons for that. Part of the biggest reason for that is you pay for green paint.
Pay for a name and green paint.
Yep. And I have not seen any major advantage of that green paint over red paint. I just don't see it. If I were to go buy a brand new tractor right now, it would probably be a Case IH. I don't have any serious problems with AGCO products.
Deutz. Brand new Deutz Far.
Yeah. I have to take it back.
Yeah.
I think I might buy a brand new Deutz Far. If I had my choice of tractor right now.
Compact size and a beast.
Yeah. Tons of horsepower in a compact size. I mean, my D100 is comparable in size to what most other like 75 horsepower tractors are in its stance.
Mm-hmm.
Most tractors that are that size are 75 horsepower or below. This is 100 horsepower. And very little change to that to what's called the 130-06. And there's one just down the road, a D130-06 with a turbo.
Yeah.
Turbocharged 130 horsepower tractor in the same frame as a 75 horsepower tractor. And then you move to the new ones, the new Deutz-Fahr, and they keep that same compact size, and they cram, 200, 275 horsepower into a tractor that all the other manufacturers are running at like 125, 130.
Yeah, Deutz-Fahr took on the mentality of Fendt, which is another European-style tractor of wide tires, wide stance, compact frame, tight turning radius, and much horsepower as possible.
Michelle has one comment in on there, and it's dinner, fellas.
Yep.
All right, we're getting ready to shut it down, baby. I love you.
Mahindra tractors are the number one selling tractor for a reason. They're reliable, and you can't kill them.
Yeah. The only downside, honestly, I don't have a problem with Mahindra tractors. Would I purchase one? Probably not. And here's the reason why. Where are the Mahindra service people at?
Right. Prevalence in the U.S. is not very high.
Yeah.
They've made a market grow into the market, but they're just not as prevalent as a Case IH tractor dealership or a John Deere dealership.
Yeah. And that's, for me, service is a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're blessed that we have a tractor place about 4 miles from here, and they're general service, and they do a lot of used stuff. They don't sell new. But we take everything. In fact, the new combine's going over there to get some just service work done on it. Nothing major. And that's where we get our parts, and that's where we do that. So we're blessed in that. But the biggest thing for me is service. And I do that with everything. I mean, a truck, a car, service. Service is the key, whatever it is. So you guys are trying to kick us off in here because Mama's already said dinner's coming. So we are going to do that. Guys, thank you. I think we're having Sloppy Joe's, if I'm not mistaken. She said she made them extra sloppy for us, so that's good. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and we appreciate you guys hanging with us for the time where we were just kind of hanging out and having a chat. It was a blessing for us. It really was. And understanding why we're not forging tonight, that's what we appreciate about you guys. It's a blessing to be a part of this great community. Don't forget all the stuff that we've talked about. We don't want to do a bunch of plugs here at the end, but you guys know how to contact us. Please be in contact with us. Check out the website, all that other stuff. We don't need to do all that stuff because you guys know already. God bless you guys. We will see you for a Monday morning tool video, and we will see you next Thursday for a full-on heat, beat, and repeat live stream, man. God bless you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
See y'all.
Take care.